Good morning, students. Today we'll start. The next topic is corrosion. The surface of some metals get corroded when exposed to moist air for a long time. This process is called corrosion. It means that when any metal is in contact with the air and moisture, then they will make some kind of undesirable product. Then this process is called as the corrosion. The corrosion can be prevented by following ways: applying grease or oil, applying paint. These two methods will not allow the oxygen or moisture to come in contact with metal. Galvanization is the method in which we are coating the metal with the non-corrosive metal like zinc. Zinc will also not allow the oxygen and moisture to come in contact with metal. Electroplating is the method in which we are passing electricity and coating the metal like chromium and tin over the metal. Alloying is the method in which we are mixing the metal with another kind of metal to form a new kind of a substance that we call alloy. This alloy has the property of both a metal which we combine. For example, stainless steel. In the stainless steel we mix iron with chromium and nickel, and these all things combine to form stainless steel, which does not allow corrosion to take place. Now we have activity to show that air and water are necessary for rusting of iron. For that purpose we have a 3 test tube, test tube number 1, 2 and 3. In the test tube number 1 we have added anhydrous calcium chloride. The purpose of adding anhydrous calcium chloride is to absorb moisture. So in the first test tube there is only air, or you can say oxygen, but there is no moisture. In the second test tube we have added boiling water. Boiling water means we have heated the water to remove the oxygen. So in the second test tube there is water, no air or no oxygen. In the third test tube we have both the things, air and water. So if we keep the cork in these 3 test tube and kept them for a 3-4 days, so you will see that there will not be any corrosion in the first and second test tube, but in the third test tube corrosion or rusting will take place. In the case of iron, this corrosion is called as the rusting. So you can say rusting will take place only in the third test tube, not in the first and second. This show that air and water are necessary for rusting of iron. This question can be asked in 3 marks in the exam. Now corrosion. So corrosion I already have explained. So some question came in our mind: why does copper turns green? Why does silver get tarnishes? What this phenomena is called? We know that copper, when attacked by moist air means oxygen, H2O, and this moist air, if it is have CO2 also, then all these things combine with the copper, means Cu, H2O, O2 and CO2. When they combine together they will make hydrated copper carbonate, CuCO3 dot CuOH whole twice. This is called as hydrated copper carbonate. So this hydrated copper carbonate is a green in color, so that's why copper turned to green. Why does silver get tarnishes? The meaning is silver becomes black, you can say. We know that in the air we have hydrogen sulfide. When this hydrogen sulfide react with the silver, we will get the hydrated silver sulfide. This hydrated silver sulfide is a black in color. That's why all the ornamentals, all the things made up of silver become tarnishy, or you can say become black in color. This process is called corrosion. In the case of iron, this corrosion is called rusting. Noble metals. There are some metals which are not attacked by air, water, acidic medium, acidic substance, or basic substances, you can say alkaline substance. So these metals which are not easily attacked by air, water, acidic or basic substance, these metals are called noble metal. We have gold and platinum as a noble metal. That's why gold and platinum are used in jewelry. That's why they are very costly. In fact, the big nuggets of gold have been found in the earth crust. Similar property are displayed by silver and platinum. Gold and platinum are called noble metals. The platinum is white in color, that's why platinum is called as the white gold. Now alloy. Alloy is a homogeneous mixture of metal with the other metals or non-metal. So when we are combining the metal and we are making the mixture which is homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is that mixture in which the boundary of two substances will remain same. So we have so many examples of alloy: steel, stainless steel, brass, bronze, alnico, duralium. So this alloy has the property of all the constitute from which we have made this alloy. For example, steel is made up of iron and carbon. So steel has properties of iron as well as carbon. It is used to make tools, machines, tanks, vehicles, ships, rails, buildings, bridges, dams. Stainless steel is made up of iron and chromium. So they are used to make utensils, cutlery, surgical instruments. Brass is made up of copper and zinc. So it is used to make utensils, handicraft, musical instruments. Bronze is made up of copper and tin. It is used to make statue. You can see outside the building we can see so many kind of a statue. Medals which are given in the sports, bells, ornaments. Alnico, it is made up of iron, aluminium, nickel, cobalt. It is used to make different kind of magnets. Duralium, it is made up of aluminium, copper, magnesium, manganese. As this duralium is very light in weight, so it is used to make parts of vehicles, especially aircrafts, pressure cookers, and making utensils. So this was all about the chapter. Now our chapter is over. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask in the query session tomorrow on Tuesday 11:30 to 1. I will be available and you can ask any kind of a doubt. What the questions I will send the questions with the answers, and you have to write down each and every question answer in your notebook. All the questions, all the answers I will send. So today you will see this video, each and everything clearly. You see the last time video also. All I have uploaded on the one channel, and from that you can see these videos and clearly you can find out your solutions. If you will not get any solution, if you have any doubt, you can ask on Tuesday 11:30 to 1. Okay, today only you see this video, last video also. Both the videos link I'll send and you can see all these things. If you have any kind of doubt, I will clear the doubt on Tuesday, the time 11:30 to 1. This is the one instruction. Second is, all the question answers you have to write on the fair notebook, which already you have done. Okay, thank you.